Welcome back to another Model Railway Era Roulette, where I spin a random wheel with each number representing a different era of the railways. Whichever one it lands on, that will be the era I will investigate. Now we're going to use Hornby's era system to define the time frame between each era. Obviously there isn't a 12th era, so if it does land on 12, then I get to choose which era I would like to investigate. I will then find some historical stories or events that took place in that era and attempt to create a fun interpretation of some of those on my layout. So, without further ado, let's see what the Era Roulette wheel has in store for us today. Okay, here is the wheel. We've got it set up on Era 4 because that's what it was last time. I'm going to do a left-handed spin, so hopefully I can keep the wheel somewhat in line with the arrow. There we go. Right, let's see what era it's going to be today. Wow, that spun really well. Oh, it's going to be Era 5 this time. Okay, now that is going to be interesting. With the modernisation plan enacted in 1955, Era 5 saw the railway still in public ownership in the final age of mainline steam. Standard locomotives were rampant at the beginning of the 1960s, and gradually various railway regions like the Western by 1965 and the Southern by 1966 began to withdraw their steam engines. The standard 4s and 5s were regulars in multiple regions, operating a variety of different passenger and freight duties, but the most prominent heavy freight locomotives were the 8Fs. The one I have is number 48151, which is a preserved example. Although a rapid withdrawal took place between 1964 and 1967, 150 of the class survived to serve in the final year of mainline steam in 1968. They were primarily based around Rose Grove and Lostock Hall sheds, a real testament to Sir William Stanier's engineering robustness. Now, as you can see, I have taken this opportunity to get out my Flying Scotsman, as this has some incredible significance within this era. The A3 ran its final British rail service on the 14th of January 1963, concluding a 40-year career. Its performance continued to be exceptional right up until this day. But even for one of the most famous locomotives at the time, steam trains were considered increasingly outdated. Alan Pegler, a railway enthusiast and entrepreneur, bought the locomotive for only £3,000 back then, and it underwent a complete overhaul before returning to mainline steam. And this is what it looked like. Yes, Pegler modified the locomotive by reverting to a single chimney setup, repainting it into LNER apple green, fully restoring its pre-BR appearance. The tender was replaced with a corridor type, enabling mainline operational use and crew changes on the move. Pegler famously negotiated that the locomotive could continue using mainline tracks, ensuring legal and operational continuity after BR withdrawal. Under Pegler's ownership, the locomotive became a feature of special rail tours across Britain. One of the highlighted events during this period was the non-stop London to Edinburgh run. It happened on the 1st of May 1968, so right at the end of Era 5, and the Flying Scotsman commemorated the 40th anniversary of its historic first non-stop journey in 1928. It maintained a similar speed and run time as the original service, taking around 8 hours in total. So, guess what? That's exactly what I decided to recreate for this video. The night before the attempt, I removed the DCC plug and replaced it with an analog one. I rewired it underneath the track so I could assemble some BR Maroon Mark 1s on platform 2 and got out my old Hornby analog controller. Here is how I got on. Good morning, guys. As you can see, it is nearly 6 o'clock in the morning. I've got my Flying Scotsman t-shirt on. Flying Scotsman herself is ready to depart. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, hopefully you guys are too, that this is possible. I'm very excited, as you can imagine. You'll see various time lapses as we make our way through the morning. And obviously the aim is to try and complete that world record run. So here we go. Let's see how far we manage to get. Okay guys, as you can see, it has just ticked over 8:15 in the morning, and I'm pleased to report that there has been nothing that has gone wrong with this run. Flying Scotsman is performing expertly, and I think it's probably to do with that 5-pole ring-filled motor that it has in the tender. These older models, those motors were so durable, and I thought if I was going to get any problems, it may come in the first couple of hours, and that would inhibit the actual possibility of doing an 8-hour run. But everything is going well at the moment, and I know I've probably jinxed it, but we're going to keep going and see if we can maintain this. But it's looking good. Okay guys, we're back for another update. As you can see, it's 10 o'clock. That means Flying Scotsman has been running for 4 hours flat. I cannot believe I've not seen any change in speed. There's a slight smell now coming from the motor, but it's nothing to worry about. Obviously it hasn't been well used for a long period, but it was given a little bit of a service before putting it through its paces today. But yeah, it's performing absolutely faultlessly, and I cannot believe that this is getting ever closer to being possible. So again, you're going to see another time lapse in a moment, but we've only got 4 hours to go and then we've completed it. So absolutely buzzing. Let's keep going. Guys, we are under an hour away from completing this non-stop run from Flying Scotsman. I cannot believe how well this thing has performed. It's literally been in its box for years. It's never come out and done an extensive run like this since I was a young boy. I can't believe what I'm seeing. And it looks like it's not showing any signs of slowing down. It's just going and going, just like the thing in real life done as well. So we're going to see this through, and I will come back at the end, hopefully, when it finally pulls in to Goathland Mount. Guys, we are less than 5 minutes away from this incredible record-breaking run. We're going to see it through right to the end. I'm going to show you the Flying Scotsman coming in to Goathland Mount and coming to an eventual stop. What an unbelievable moment this is. Honestly, I never thought that this locomotive would be able to do it. Particularly, like I said, it's been idle in its box for the best part of 18 years. Honestly, it's been insane. So yeah, we're going to see it through, and I will see you at the very end. Alright guys, it's just coming in to Goathland Mount. It's rounding the bends. It's gonna do it. Here it comes. Hopefully you can see it in shot now. The last stretch. Oh! And it's there! A bit stuttery towards the end, but it's done it. Wow. Incredible. What a machine. I'm genuinely, absolutely astounded with this machine. It's brought back so many memories from my childhood, just seeing this absolutely belt round the track at the speeds that the real thing would have gone. And it's just been magical just to have it running round my layout again, because as I said in the video, you know, this hasn't done a good run for I don't know how many years, probably since I was about maybe 10 or 11. But the fact that it's here and it's just done what it's done is just mind-blowing. Honestly, I'm so happy with that experiment and the fact that everything went to plan. What a machine, honestly. And I really hope you guys have enjoyed it along the way. What an episode it has been of Era Roulette. And yeah, it's definitely something that I'll look back on in, you know, years to come about doing this. But yeah, we managed 8 hours and 2 minutes. So just over the 8 hour mark. Absolutely unbelievable. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the ride and enjoyed this episode for what it was. But yeah, I'll be back on Thursday for my special 1,000 subscriber video. I'm very much looking forward to getting that recorded tomorrow. But for now, guys, thanks again, and I'll see you for the next one.